questions for Steven.
Oh.
What do you think of fighters holding out for the money fights as opposed to fighting the #1 contenders? And do you feel it diminishes the value of the belts that fighters are now just going for the money as opposed for the belts?
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, the way the UFC is going and some of these fighters, they're looking for those money fights. But, you know, for those, the champions who just got the belt and literally had the belt on for 30 seconds, already asking for one, is very disappointing. I don't know if you saw the Fox Sports one where I, you know, very respectfully called him out. I did not expect him to say, no, I want a money fight, you know, after just putting the belt on. You know, defend the title a few times. That's how I look at it, you know. That's what Robbie Lawler did. I mean, that's what the champions did before him, before they started asking for money fights. I just think that's the way it goes. I mean, you know, Tyron was definitely preaching the other way around whenever he didn't get his shot.
NFL, if you win the playoffs, the NFC or the AFC, you fight for the Super Bowl. If you lose a close game, you don't say, oh, let's run the Super Bowl back. I wanted the North Carolina Panthers to win. I like Cam Newton. Let's bring it back in 3 months and let's rematch that because I wanted to see a better football game. I want our sport to go back to being a sport. I want some actual criteria on what it takes. You know, when I was in college, you win the Big 12 title, you get a great seed. You win 4 matches in a row in the NCAA, guess what? You're a national champion. It doesn't matter what you did the entire year. It don't matter if you got a nice suit or a great haircut or you look fly or girls like you. It don't matter. If you win those 4 matches in a row, brother, you are national champion.
And now that he's got the title, him to do that to me is kind of hypocritical. But, you know, it is what it is. It's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen, so.
Thanks very much.
Stephen Thompson. Stephen, if the fight with Woodley doesn't materialize, even though it should because you are the #1 contender, would you consider fighting the winner of tomorrow night, either Damian Maia or Condit?
You know what? That has actually, you know, thought about that. Yeah, I mean, Condit has been at the top of the game for, before I was even in the UFC. You know, Damian Maia he's been in the game longer than I have as well. So, I mean, if it doesn't happen, yeah, who else do I fight, to be honest?
Coax George out of retirement?
But yeah, man, that's one of the reasons why I'm here too, because I want to get, you know, up close and personal with the fights going on tomorrow, the main event, because those are potential guys, man. And yeah, I think I would throw down with any one of them.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Questions for Steven. How does it feel to be the guy that knocked Rory out of the UFC? And what do you think of his decision?
Well, I don't believe that I'm the actual cause of him leaving the UFC. I mean, I think him winning, getting a good win over me, he'll have some room to negotiate between each, you know, for the UFC. But obviously, I didn't let that happen. I think that was in it works before he even stepped out there in the octagon with me. But you know, I think the UFC lost a good fighter. But you know, hats off to him wherever his journey takes him.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks, man.
Fan, man.
Appreciate it.
I once tweeted to you that you fight like a precision painter. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I'm here. How you doing?
Doing good, bro. Good.
My question is regarding your theme music. Have you met the guys from Tenacious D? Are they down with it?
Nice. No, I have not met them yet, but you know, when I do get this shot for the title, that would be cool to have Jack Black there singing Wonder Boy live as I walk out. You know, it's not the kind of song that, you know, just jacks you up and pumps you up, but as I walk out, it puts a smile on my face, you know.
What do you think about like CM Punk fighting for the first time against Mickey Gall? Do you think he'll do well?
You know what? Hats off to him for actually stepping in the octagon. I mean, that's a scary thing in its own. I've never fought MMA in his entire life. Him stepping out there and doing it, man, you know, he's walking the walk, to be honest with you.
Let it go.